Hello, my dear students, and welcome to your favorite educational YouTube channel, English वाली मैम. So आज हमारी OTT series by day 54 know how to get the perfect score का episode 29 है. And आज के episode में we are going to be reading chapter Glimpses of India part 3 of the chapter, which is Tea from Assam. And before we start with the revision of the chapter, I want to remind all of you that if you have still not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Educator Prerna or English Wali Ma'am, please do that because ma'am is going to very soon share some examiner secrets and along with that your roadmap to perfect score. So let us start with today's episode, which is episode 29. Now, in our previous episodes, episode 27 and 28, we studied the first and the second part of the chapter Glimpses of India, right? Wherein episode 27 talked about part 1, which was a baker from Goa, and episode 22, which was also part 2 of this chapter, was about a place called Coorg. In this particular chapter, part 3, Tea from Assam, we are going to talk about tea plantations of Assam. So, how does the story begin? Basically, two friends, Rajveer and Pranjol, they are traveling in the train. And while they are traveling in the train, what is the interaction like, or what all scene do they come across? So we are on page number 94 of our main reader, First Flight. So ma'am has been reminding you that the moment you have a look at our video and you understand and you come to know which chapter we are going to study, please make sure that you have your textbook handy. Because by now आपको पता चल चुका है कि मैम जब भी चैप्टर पढ़ाती हैं, I read text from your book. I read certain important lines from the chapter that we are revising. Okay? So when these two friends, Pranjol and Rajveer, when they are traveling in the train, the hair sounds like chai garam, garam chai, as we generally see or hear at the railway station. So Pranjol and Rajveer, both of them, they take 1 cup of tea each. They sip the steaming hot liquid. Almost everyone in the compartment was drinking a tea too. So Rajveer comes up with a fact about tea. He says, do you know that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? So Pranjol was shocked that, oh my god, I've never heard this fact about tea, and he says that tea is really popular. Then what happens? So while that now when the train moves on, Rajveer is admiring the scenic beauty of the tea gardens and the lush green beauty that he sees. So let's come to the second last passage, which was on page number 94. It was green everywhere. Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before. Then the soft green paddy fields gave way to tea bushes. It was a magnificent view. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as they could see. So now they witnessed the tea gardens. Dwarfing the tiny tea plants were tall, sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly rows of bushes, busily moved doll-like figures. In the distance was an ugly building with smoke billowing out of tall chimneys. All right. Hey, a tea garden! Rajveer cried excitedly. So Rajveer he talks. So then while he's admiring the tea gardens, then suddenly when he has a broader look and when he has a deeper look at the tea gardens, he talks to his friend Pranjol, wherein he talks about some legends regarding how or where the tea was discovered. Now this is an important part of this particular chapter, like the episode 28 that we studied, which was about Coorg, wherein we talked about what are the two theories regarding the descendants of Coorg. right? The people of Coor. What are the two theories? Similarly, regarding how or where or when the tea was discovered, Rajveer talks about two stories. So first he says, so Prajol, he was born and brought up in those tea gardens. So for him, it was nothing new. But Rajveer was very fond of this. So he says, no one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends. So Pranjol is like, what legends are you talking about? So first he says, there is one about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. One day, a few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, giving it a delicious flavor. It is said that these were tea leaves. So this is the first legend, that this emperor, while he was drinking water, the tea leaves fell into that boiling water, and when he drank it, it gave a delicious flavor to that water. Then the other one is, we have an Indian legend too. Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, cut off his eyelids because, whenever he sat for meditation, he felt sleepy. 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids. The leaves of these plants, when put in hot water and drunk, they banished sleep. Alright. Then he gives certain interesting other facts also about tea. So the two stories, one talking about the Buddhist monk and second talking about the Chinese emperor. Then he says that tea was first drunk in China as far as 2700 BC. And he says that the words such as chai and chini are from Chinese language itself. Tea came to Europe only in the 16th century and was drunk more as medicine than a beverage. Alright, so Rajveer is sharing his knowledge about how, when, where tea was discovered and how it also spread to different parts of the world. And while the two of them are talking, they reach their destination, they reach the station, and at the station, Pranjol's parents are waiting for them. So, of course, they sit in the car with Pranjol, his parents, and Rajveer. They together sit in the car, and then what happens? We are reading the last passage on page number 95. So, during this journey, Rajveer shares his knowledge about the plantation. So, page number 95, the last paragraph. On both sides of the gravel road were acre of tea bushes, all neatly pruned to the same height. So they were cut in the equal height. So when you cut a tree, to shorten its height, it's called as pruning. All right. Group of tea pluckers with bamboo baskets on their backs, wearing plastic aprons, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves, like we have seen in movies, or we might have witnessed it with our own eyes. Pranjol's father slowed down to allow a tractor pulling a trailer load of tea leaves to pass. This is the second flush. So how Rajveer now shares his knowledge. He says, this is the second flush or sprouting period. Isn't it, Mr. Barua? So who's Mr. Barua? He is Pranjol's father. Rajveer asked. It lasts from May to July and yields the best tea. So Pranjol's father, he's surprised and he's happy also, and he remarks that you seem to have done your homework before coming. And he says that yes, I have, but I hope to learn much more while I am here. Okay, so that's what the story is about. Now, if I talk about in this particular story, the main thing that you need to know is, of course, about the legends regarding tea, how tea spread to different parts of the world, and what knowledge did Rajveer have had regarding the tea plantations. Alright, and of course, after your board exam, you can plan a trip with your family to Assam to see the tea plantations yourself. Alright, so I'll see you all in the next episode. Till then, all the best, and do like, share, and subscribe to English Valley Map. Bye bye.